Hi guys, welcome back to Ang Tarot channel, and today we will also do a pick a card reading. But the question is, which universal message that you need to hear right now? So for assumption, like you may be in a situation where you are kind of stuck and do not have any motivation or any kind of positive thinking about it, and you're just kind of feel lost. So if you are in that situation, so this is definitely a reading for you. So basically I still have, as usual, like 4 piles in front of me, and this is to make it easier for you to choose. I will put my favorite drinks there, and as you see, there are 3 different type of tea, and there's a one coffee. So for the first one is the oolong tea that I got from Vietnam. It's really good. As still now, maybe for 3 or 4 years, still one of my most favorite one. The second one is also from Vietnam. This is like a very famous brand in Vietnam from Nestle. Uh, uh, from the big corporation Nestle, but this is maybe only in the Vietnam market. Nescafe, which is like a milk coffee, but they have a very special recipe, so it makes like 10 times better than normal milk coffee in my opinion. And this is one of my relaxation kind of tea, which is Earl Grey, and I would like to drink this with some kind of milk and sugar also. It's very good to ease your stress. And finally, this is actually the my kind of tea for my stomach ache or kind of like menstrual cramp. It is a tea that I bought in Germany, which has the chamomile as the main ingredient to ease the pain in the belly. So it's like a healing tea for me. Also one of my favorite. So take your time, pause the video if you need to, and just pick the pile that calls you the most. And now I guess we will get started. Hello, pile number 1. So for who of you chose this amazing oolong tea? What kind of universal message that is have for you? So we have 6 of earth, 2 of fire, which is 6 of pentacles and 2 of wands in the traditional tarot. Lilith, goddess Lilith. From my Isis Egyptian oracle card is the healing the divine masculine. This is a card about the rises of Osiris, the god of the underworld, the king of the under kingdom. We have from a different deck is the Tower, Ace of Swords. I will adjust this a little bit better. From the Mucha Tarot we have 5 of Wands, which is talking about argument or conflict. 3 of Wands, get ready. And from the Chrysalis we have the Healer, which is Page of Mirrors or Page of Cups in a traditional tarot. 6 of Spirals, which is 6 of Wands in a traditional tarot. King of Cups or King of Chalices. And the last one is Knight of Swords. So basically, as we can see right now, it is very clear that the card that I pay attention to the most is 6 of Earth, 6 of Spirals, and also the Healer. So it's like, and also of course the Tower. I think that something has happened because the Tower is here, and it makes you feel very vulnerable, and it feels like you don't want to give anything anymore. But in fact, I think that you're giving things to the wrong kind of target. You you put your energy and thinking into the wrong person, or you put your resources into the wrong subject or the wrong job, then I think the tower has happened, which means maybe you have already cut the connection with it, the person or a situation or some kind of thing, like it has already been collapsed, and you think that is a bad thing, but actually it is a good thing. But right now you are full of negative thinking, which represent by Lilith right here. Lilith is somehow can portrait it as a very, because she's like, in many kind of mythology, she is like the second wife of Adam in in the Old Testament, Adam and Eve, and she, Lilith, is like the second wife, and she is very dependent on, like obsessive on something. But it's time to be independent. It's time to not emotional. I really feel like this is an emotional codependent, and it's like has turned into something like toxic or not so healthy for you, for your mental state. But actually it's time, it's like the universal message for you, it's time to wake up and be more independent. Be more independent, and also giving, take your resources and giving to the right place, right person, actually may help you. Giving is good, but don't give to the wrong person or the wrong situation. Analyze before dedicating yourself into something, and you will be fine. Just treat people the way that you want to be treated, but it has to be, it has to be analyzed. That, just ask yourself a question: do they worth it? And then if they are, check every requirements on the worthy scale of yours, then go for it. Help them, giving them, and cut all the connections with the toxic situations. In this spread, I already see the connection, the toxic connections has been cut, but you're still like lingering on it because you have already emotional dependent on it. So that's why it's hard for you to cut or to forget it, but that's the best thing. Yeah, because that person treat you not right doesn't mean everybody treats you wrong. You just need to be reallocate your kind of resources into the right person. You cannot please everyone. You cannot make everyone love you, of course. So just relax, and maybe it's not the right one, and just let them go. That's all I have for you, Pile 1, and I really hope that you can do better. If you are still stuck and want to get out of this situation, if it resonates with you and also you want to dig deeper, you just click on the description. All the information is there, and you can contact me whenever you want, and I will reply to you as soon as I can. But for now, bye bye, and see you in the next reading. Hello, pile number 2. For who of you chose the milk coffee? So here's the reading for you. I have Scold from the Goddess Power Oracle card, 3 of Earth or 3 of Pentacles, about cooperation, 9 of Water or 9 of Cups, about self-love, the Brother in Darkness from the Isis Oracle deck, overcoming negative energy with feminine power. So it's like in touch with your emotion. 6 of Cups, 7 of Swords, 8 of Scrolls, Temperance or the Golden Flower or Sunflower, if you would say. 8 of Scrolls in a traditional tarot is 8 of Swords. 8 of Chalices. Wow, there's a lot of 8 right here. So it's clearly that there is have to be a separation from the bad situation that needs to be happen. It's not happen now, but needs to be happen in the near future. Queen of Swords. This is King of Wands and the World. Okay, so basically, there's a situation that needs you to be reconsidered. I think this is a situation about commitment, about it can be about the relationship or about job, but the main theme is you are doing something that actually you don't like or you don't want, or it doesn't contribute to your future goal. You but you're still doing it, and now it's time for you to leave that situation and do what you want, not just what people want anymore. By many reasons before that why you chose this, I don't want to mention it, but I want to mention now. It's like you feel like you're out of energy, you're out of love, you're out of passion for it, and you realize something new, something that can contribute to your passion, something that you really want to do, but you're afraid to start. You already have knowledge about this, the thing that you're passionate about, but just the fear. It's only about the fear and the anxiety about failure, fear of failure, that you do not want to start yet. But in this breath, I see that you are very capable to do it. The reason why you fear of failure about this is because maybe in the market or in the presence no one has done it before. So it's like you're afraid to go in a completely dark road, and that's why you're afraid to start, because you don't know like the correct path yet, but you really want to do it. You are afraid of going out of your comfort zone rather than, yeah, you are afraid of going out of the comfort zone and just stick with what you already know. But what you already know, what you are already familiar with, it's not make you happy anymore. It doesn't make you happy anymore. You're out of passion, you're out of it. It's just not the one. It's just not. I think this is more about the job more than love. But yeah, if it's about love, it's like being with the same person, but maybe you're not really passionate about, you're not really in love with them, you're just being with them because of the habit, and you're codependent on them, but just about the habit, but you don't really love them anymore. And it's time for you to leave that kind of situation. I think if you do not make an end to it, it also ends itself, because the world is happening right here. It's the time to end things. Yep. Okay, that's all I have for you, pile number 2. And if you want to be more in depth about this message, you can always contact with me in the information that I provided in my description. But for now, bye bye. I see you in the next reading. Okay, hello pile number 3. For whoever of you chose the Earl Grey tea, here's what I have for you. What universal message that you need to be listened to? We have here is the Goddess Power Oracle card, which is I'm sorry, but this is Animozin, the past. It talks about the past and experience and what can you learn from it. Ten of Water or Ten of Cups in the traditional tarot. Seven of water or seven of cups in the traditional tarot. Oh, a lot about emotion. In the Isis Egyptian oracle cards I have for you is Pyramid of Light. Step your vibration deeper into love. So maybe it's clearly about a love situation right here. The Star. Eight of Swords. Ten of Spirals, which is Ten of Wands in a traditional tarot. The Visionary, Knight of Scrolls or Knight of Swords in a traditional tarot. Three of Swords. Death. Queen of Cups or Queen of Chalices. And the final one is Judgment. Okay. So as I see right now is you are falling into a same routine again. And the universal message that you need to hear right now is time to end this routine. What your routine about is, I think that this is the kind of situation where you are maybe a very attractive person. A lot of people like wants to have you, and that's caused the problem. And it's like you are the kind of person who always need a lover. You don't let yourself to be healed properly after every breakup. Every breakup, you can quickly find a new one. Because there are a lot of people who is attracted by you and willingly to be your boyfriend or girlfriend. But it's not the right way to be healed after a breakup, because by doing that you repeat the same mistake again, or you will attract the same person again because you do not learn anything from the past. That's why the Goddess Power Oracle just keep on saying that maybe the pattern in the past or the experience, you need to look at it to find something wrong. Maybe about yourself, maybe also about the others. It's like you're always kind of stuck with the same kind of person, but actually they're not the good one for you. For example, if you are a healer, you're always attracted to the toxic person who you think that needs to be healed. But it's not the way it works. It should be that kind of relationship. It should be the psychiatrist and the patient relationship, not the boyfriend and girlfriend or any kind of love relationship. It's not. So it's not like gonna help you, but only makes you heartbreak because they have the tendency to cheat on you, or you get sick of them and you have a tendency to cheat on them. Regardless, both of the result is someone cheat on someone, and it's not good. It's time to start changing your perspective first, whether or not it comes from your problem or their problem. But it's time to have a new look at this situation. Learn from the past, learn from your experience. Don't like after a breakup or after some kind of bad situation happen, let yourself some time to be healed, to learn from it and to get over it. But please don't by jumping like directly into another relationship, because it's not healthy. You also still have the packages in the past rather than fix yourself or have a new perspective, just looking for someone new. And again, it will make the whole situation will happen again and again, and you can never get out of that circle. It's time to wake up. It's time to just have a moment with yourself and rethink about what happened in the past, to learn from it. Okay, I really hope that you're doing better when you hear that message. And if you want something more in depth, step by step message, don't hesitate to contact me with the information I provided in the description. But for now, bye bye. I see you in the next reading. Hello, number 4. So for whoever of you tries choose the camel tea. Here is the universal message for you. We have from the Goddess Power Oracle deck, Lakshmi, Fortune, talking about how to optimize your resources and appreciate what you have. 5 of water or 5 of cups in a traditional tarot, 9 of earth or 9 of pentacles, the Lunar Queen from the Isis Egyptian Oracle cards, Gaia or the Empress, 10 of scrolls, or in the traditional tarot is 10 of swords. Knight of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, the Chariot, 10 of Cups or 10 of Chalices. Oh, Queen of Pentacles again. And this is Death. Okay. I think that you're in a conflict with yourself. It's like you're basically a very independent woman, but you don't know why your love life is still end up badly. Your core personality is a very independent woman and maybe strive for your career more than to build a family. Actually, deep inside of you is really wants to settle down and have a family, but also wants to pursue your career path. It's like you try to balance those things out, but you don't know how yet, or you don't meet the right person. I think that you're in a kind of situationship or a relationship that is going well, and it trigger you to thinking about being a long-term commitment, but it's not like you don't love the other person. You really love them, but your independence kind of personality now has risen and you're afraid. Maybe you are a commitment phobia. You like it, you like to have a family and settle down, but you always have that anxiety that is it the right decision, is it the right one. You always have the fear that it will be broken down like what it did in the past. So that's why you are in conflicting with yourself about that idea. But you really wanted this, you really want a happy ending. Look at this, you really want a happy ending, but every time when thinking about it, you'd rather be a Queen of Pentacles more than to have a family, to be in the 10 of Cups state, because you are afraid to get hurt. You are afraid to not be allowed to pursue your career because you don't have time, or having a family will limit down the amount of time that you can pursue that. So that's why you're so afraid, but you really want this. But every time it comes to commitment, long-term commitment like marriage or engagement, you just run away. And this time you do not want to run away anymore, but you still have conflicting yourself with it. And the universal message is communication is key, and appreciate what you have right now, because if you lose this person this time, you he might be the one for you, and you might lose him forever. So it's about your problem, it's about your thinking, about your anxiety. If you want to end this kind of circle, you have to change yourself first. That's why the Death card is there. universal message for you right now is don't be afraid of commitment. Appreciate what you had, and if you are willingly to communicate clearly with them, both of you can come up with a solution and can deal with it, and you can have a life that's full of what you wish for. You can pursue your career and also have that person that you so love and maybe the one for you also. Just don't leave them yet, because you may miss out a chance of a lifetime to meet the right people, and that's them. So that's what I have for you, part 4. And if you want to be in depth more about this message, don't hesitate to contact me with the information I put below in my description. But for now, bye bye, and I will see you in the next reading.